Ladies and gentlemen, I've returned. For the first time in 2024, I have returned. And I'm here really just to be able to speak about some really serious issues regarding my favorite game of all time. All those relating to the infamous bot crisis of Team Fortress 2. Now I could have made this kind of video years ago, when the bot crisis really turned on its style and getting popular as time went on, and when it just rapidly grew into more matches every day of the week around 2021, a time where the bot crisis was definitely at its worst. But during those times, I for some reason just kept on thinking that eventually Valve, the developers of the game, would at some point come to their senses and just decide to fix this problem. Which may have happened at least once or twice, but really, it just failed to work. It's a shame that everyone playing TF2 has had to deal with this bullshit, and 4 years later, nothing has really changed. So as we head into June 3rd, the game day of the new campaign of Save.tf, also promoted by TF2, all I want to do for this video is just speak about the bot crisis in question, my feelings and thoughts about it, and for how we as the TF2 community have tried to get Valve to stop it. Let's go. So first things first, in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me explain the whole bot crisis and what it's about. Basically what happens is players consistently join casual matchmaking servers who are legitimate bots or hackers who play as the sniper class and have the ability to scope in and headshot other players with their sniper rifle with 100% aimbot in them. So they can headshot anyone at any distance whenever in sight. It's completely impossible to dodge them no matter what, unless you're invulnerable or behind walls and sentries, but even if you run fast, jump high, be invisible, etc, the bots always know exactly where you are and will eventually catch you and headshot you. Now you probably think that's bad enough, but over the years, has it gotten worse? Well, the answer is yes. Here's more to it. The bots are programmed to not shoot the other team's bots. I'm not sure if this was implemented when the crisis started, but it's now clear that the bots definitely don't shoot their own kind. They also have multiple abilities they can do from the HUD, such as using the voice chat, vote kick system, and chat box. When they use the voice chat, it just plays either random music or the most unbelievably improper and disrespectful hate speech you could ever hear in your entire life. The bots using the vote kick system is a relatively new one, as what bots do for this is at times call a vote to kick the human players. Now most times it doesn't always result to humans getting kicked, even when it shows more yes votes than no votes for some reason, but it's still bad enough, and even worse when there can be more bots than humans in a lobby. Now when they use the chat box, it basically results in them just spamming random links to giveaways, Discord servers, etc, or just simply spamming disrespectful hate speech chats. So yeah, I would say by now, you get the idea. Bots in TF2 are bad, like very bad. Now bots and hackers have existed even before this bot crisis, so it wasn't really that much of a new thing around 2020 where apparently there's now, snipers can randomly join and start to headshot players out of nowhere, but it's just that the bot crisis in particular is way worse than it was before, since back then there used to be just one-off bots that join like every once in a while, or pretty much rarely in this case, instead of ones where they're in every server you join. It's ridiculous that it's so easy for people to hack and gain these abilities to fully aimbot and headshot players, which it really shouldn't be considering the more popular first-person shooter games have ways of blocking or omitting certain cheats in online video game matchmaking. Although the problem for TF2 was that around April 2020 there was a reported leak of code, which is what caused the bot crisis to start in the first place, and for these kinds of things that happen in the game, cheating bots have been a common thing about TF2 for a long time. But it's just that now we're at this point where it's like, it's just ruining everything. And obviously we as a TF2 community would do anything we can to fix it, but the only issue is that the community, in my opinion, has a developer who does not respect or care for the game enough. Now me saying this as an opinion was due to the fact that at times there have been instances where TF2 is aware of the situation and have made attempts to resolve it, but I believe there was just not enough effort. What I can understand about Valve attempting to resolve these issues is that there can always be fixes that are lost, basically meaning that any fix that Valve makes will be hackers attempting to find a way around it, which is a possible reason why this bot crisis is still ongoing. But either way, what should happen practically every week is that Valve takes notice of the situation and just keeps on fixing it. That is exactly how you keep your game loved and played respectively by its community. Now when I myself play TF2, the only thing I would want to do in the game is just simply have fun. TF2 for me is all about the experiences that I just want to enjoy while playing it. Of course, there are times where I play the game seriously, like if I want to complete achievements or unlock stuff, but at most times, I just simply love having the experience. For a PC video game that I've played for over 8 years, spent over 1,000 hours on it, and have been passionate about it since day one, it hurts me so much that this is how me and my game gets treated after such a long time of enjoyment of TF2. A time of just pure delight for everything that the game of TF2 is about that I've enjoyed all the time. Like the classes and their abilities, the maps and their strategies, the game modes and their challenges, you get the idea. I have and always will have respect for the game because of my fantastic experiences with it, but really starting to lose my respect to Valve, the developers, because of their lack of attention and effort to fixing certain things within the game, especially for no major update in almost 7 years. Bizarre as it sounds, we still to this day get crates that we unbox and spend dollar after dollar on keys for them, when at most of the time, people usually never get the rares or unusuals. Or maybe that's just me. But either way, it's stupid that Valve just keeps giving us crates by using keys to purchase and unboxing them, while at the same time we've been handed our constant casual matchmaking servers of bots after bots, making the game completely unplayable and just not worth what people have unboxed and want to play in. It's completely useless to play the video game if we aren't able to play it properly. And it's generally heartbreaking to me that Valve went as one of the most admirable video game developers of all time to just simply the least when it comes to how they treat their own Team Fortress 2, and how it turned from a jolly experience to a complete hellhole ruined by bots and hackers for me, and quite literally the entire TF2 community. Look at us here. In the new Save TF2 campaign that only started a week ago, we've reached over 100,000 signatures with a few thousand still awaiting confirmation. If this isn't proof that the entire TF2 community really cares for the game more than its own developer does, then I don't know what else is. Literally a week since it started, and with a figure that high in 7 days, really it's all you need to know that the whole TF2 community cares for the game so much, and it's just asking for the spot crisis to be fixed. We're still an active community base, just wanting to continue supporting it so long as our developers start to acknowledge what we're witnessing and just have it resolved. And if it is, then everyone would be just as happy with how they feel when they're playing good old Team Fortress 2. Day 1 for the petition, 0 signatures. Day 7 for the petition, 100,000 signatures. It's insane. TF2 clearly has one of the most passionate video gaming communities, and it's at this point that I just can't get enough as to why I'm sure everyone watching this can understand exactly why that is. Midway through last year, the game reached its all-time player peak in July 2023 with over 253,000 players for that month alone. And while it does appear that the numbers that have decreased per month are generally higher than others before 2020, considering the bot crisis generally started around that time, but it didn't stop the increases for some months, which is also way higher than others before 2020, considering people would always come back and pick up the game again to just see what's up, because once again, it's clear that TF2 has such a passionate community, passionate enough to keep playing the game every once in a while, even when the bot crisis kept on getting worse and worse. The TF2 community loves TF2 no matter what. Now before signing off here, I would just love to give a quick props to Wheezy TF2, who is what truly led me to making this video, and the awareness of the new Save TF2 campaign. While I was still completely aware of the whole bot crisis and my frustration over it for all those years of hell, to know that the movement is starting up again, and knowing how easy it will be now for everyone to just gather around online to try until we can't try anymore in getting Valve to fix TF2, more specifically, fix the bot crisis. To anyone, or more specifically everyone watching this video, regardless if you play TF2 or not, love TF2 or not, please at least consider signing or joining into the movement of Save TF2/Fix TF2 by going to save.tf and signing the petition. You just need your name and email, and that's it. You've signed the petition to save what I would say is one of the most respected first-person shooters in video gaming history. Now of course, you would just think one signed petition that you do won't change anything, but if you're not really committed, and that is being said to literally everyone else who's going to do the exact same thing, if every one of 100,000 people are committed, then there is absolutely no reason why you, as the one, should not be committed. Like, just do whatever you feel is beneficial in promotion of Save TF2 and Fix TF2, and just have a consistent rate of posting love and support, videos, memes, anti-bot speech, whatever it is about the game in a good way, on any social media platform that you want, as well as TikTok. That's fine with me. It's just, I just really hate TikTok. Team Fortress 2, ever since it started back in October 2007, which is almost 17 years ago, has always been beneficial to players in what it is as a game, legacy, and community. A game that you can get so well used to after some first time playing, until you realize how fun the game really is once you get used to the controls. A legacy where the game has and always will be memorable for what it is, and a community that adores the game so much, it has literally led to the point where people are making SFMs on YouTube based off the game. Team Fortress 2 is simply the best game for many reasons, mostly stated in this video, and most certainly backed by the most passionate video game community I know, that being the TF2 community. So with that, thank you so much for watching my unprecedented return to the main channel, and for the first time this year, like usual, midway through the year, I know, I'm sorry. And of course it feels weird doing a video where I'm mostly negative because of the issue in question, but really I'm also happy I was able to just talk about my favorite game of all time, just the issues with it, and generally my hope for how it can all be resolved with how everyone is going within the entire TF2 community in my return video for 2024. Thanks again lads, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon in another one this year. Goodbye.